This is the Keloyid Modern Smart Toilet, and it immediately feels different from a regular toilet. The body is sleek and compact looking, with a clean white finish that blends into a modern bathroom. It sits a little higher than the average toilet, and that comfort height makes more of a difference than I expected. I didn't buy it just to stare at it, though. I bought it because I was curious if a smart toilet would actually make day-to-day life better. I went in a bit skeptical. I figured the features might be overkill or too complicated for something I use without thinking. From my experience, it changed my routine in a way that now feels normal, and going back to a cold, basic toilet sounds rough. Key features that won me over start with the heated seat. I live where mornings can be chilly, and that first sit used to be a shock. The D16 warms up fast and holds a steady temperature, and the little LED display on the side shows the seat temp and which mode is running. I like that I can nudge it up or down based on how the room feels. It's simple and it just works. In my opinion, that one feature makes this feel premium every single day. The built-in bidet is the other big upgrade. If you've never used one, think of it as a small nozzle that sprays clean water so you can wash instead of relying only on toilet paper. On the remote, rear and front wash are clearly labeled, and the nozzle position is adjustable so you can find your spot without guessing. I tweak the water temperature and spray strength depending on the day, and yes, I prefer the warmer water. The water heat is instant, so I never get a cold surprise. Cleaning is thorough, and the whole process is straightforward enough that even a first-timer can figure it out in seconds. The warm air dryer surprised me. I assumed it would feel like a novelty or take forever. Instead, the airflow is steady, with a few heat levels so you're not blasted. It's not loud, it's not harsh, and I actually come away dry after a cycle. That has cut my toilet paper use dramatically, which I like for both comfort and cost. I'd recommend this for anyone trying to be more hygienic and a bit more sustainable without changing their habits too much. The D16 adds a layer of touchless convenience that I didn't think I needed but now use all the time. There's a foot sensor flush near the base, so a quick wave triggers the flush without touching anything. The lid can open automatically when you approach. It feels fancy, and it also helps keep things clean. I did notice the proximity sensor for the lid can be a little sensitive. If I pass too close with the door open, it sometimes pops up. It's not a deal breaker, and I just turn that sensor off at night so it stays quiet when I'm moving around. Cleaning has been easier than with my old setup. The D16 sprays a light premised inside the bowl when you sit, which helps keep stubborn stuff from sticking. The nozzle washes itself before and after each use, and there's a built-in UV light cycle for extra hygiene. I still wipe the seat and bowl every so often like any normal person should, but I don't scrub nearly as often. The deodorizer kicks in automatically after use and pulls air through an internal filter. I notice the bathroom smells fresher, which is a big plus when you share a space. Installation had me nervous, but it turned out to be reasonable. You'll need a standard floor connection and a power outlet close by, since everything electronic runs off household power. I had an electrician add an outlet, and that was handled in one visit. The unit is heavier than a basic toilet because of the internal systems, so getting it into place is a two-person job. I did have to nudge my water line location a bit for a clean fit, and the included supply hose wasn't long enough for my layout, so I picked up a longer one at the store. Measure your space and plan the outlet ahead of time and you'll be fine. A practical detail that impressed me: backup flush. The D16 includes a battery box that takes standard AA batteries so you can still flush during a power outage. I tested it, and the flush worked like normal even without main power. That's one of those small things you don't think about until you really need it, and it adds peace of mind. Night use is comfortable thanks to a soft blue night light built into the body. It gives just enough glow to find your way without blasting your eyes awake. I also like that the display is small and not flashy, so there's no big glare in the dark. Day to day, the controls are easy. The remote is simple, the buttons are labeled clearly, and the layout makes sense. No hunting for hidden features. If someone's never used a smart toilet before, they'll be able to flush and wash without asking for help. It isn't perfect. The toilet takes up a little more space than a standard one because of the rear housing, so check your clearances and water line routing before you buy. The seat is sturdy but has a tiny bit of flex if you lean on it hard. It's not uncomfortable, just different from solid ceramic. The warranty on mine is only 90 days, which is shorter than some competitors. So far, I haven't had issues and I hope it stays that way, but I do wish the coverage were longer. Even with those quirks, I'm really happy with it. Key features like the heated seat, instant warm water, bidet options, warm air dryer, and touchless flush turn a daily routine into something cleaner and more comfortable. In my opinion, it's perfect for anyone who appreciates comfort height seating, wants a bathroom that looks modern, and cares about hygiene without fuss. From my experience, setup is doable if you plan for power and measure your space, and the learning curve is basically zero thanks to the simple remote and clear labels. I've had friends come over and play with the remote out of curiosity, and they leave impressed. That says a lot because this is one of those products people assume is complicated until they try it. I'd recommend this for anyone who's been on the fence about smart toilets or bidets. If you're worried you won't use the features, I thought the same thing. Then I got used to the warm seat and the clean rinse, and now it's just my normal standard for what a toilet should feel like. In conclusion, the Keloyid D16 Modern Smart Toilet brings real comfort and convenience to an everyday task, and it does it without making you relearn how to use your bathroom. It looks good, it keeps itself clean, and it makes the whole experience a notch better. You can find detailed information about the Keloyid D16 Modern Smart Toilet in the comments section. See you in the next video.